I'm a completely different person. I don't feel the same. I don't have the same body. I don't have the same mind. I don't have the same heart. I never really truly felt that badly about the situation. I felt like I had the strength to continue, and I'm not any different than anyone else who has cancer or any other disease. So let me just get through this the best that I can. I'm fortunate to have the support that I have, but I also felt like now it's my job to educate, to share. And if one person can hear my story and go have her first breast exam, that can be what saves your life. The timing of cancer is incredible. You don't know how fast it can spread in your body, and you won't know that until you see a doctor. I had felt my own lump the night before. Very next morning, I called my doctor and she asked me to come in. Everything went really fast. I had ultrasounds, I had biopsies, and the day that she called me, I was at work. She told me over the phone. She said, "Your biopsy came back positive." And I said, "What does that mean?" She said, "It's cancer." The first thought after that was, how do I tell my family? The fear set in as to how do I tell them. My mother, that her only child now had cancer. My husband, whose brother just a month prior had passed away from cancer. And my 10-year-old daughter. That was the fear. My mother was a little too supportive. I think she kind of made me feel sicker than I was because she's a mom, and I understand that. My husband, he was super supportive, still loving, no matter what I looked like. He always joked around about how sexy I looked, how attractive I looked, and in a way it made me feel a little strange because I said, doesn't he see? I'm bald, I have no breasts. And he was supportive, and I had close family who didn't react to it so well, and instead they kind of detached from me, and it was hurtful. But my faith, my medical team again, who was very open and very supportive, and that made me very comforted. I always was waiting to have the major meltdowns, and it never really came. 2 days out of chemo, which is when you feel the worst, and I was laying in bed with no energy, feeling I should be crying, I should be more upset right now, and I wasn't. And those little moments were like, okay, because before I would have totally broken down, but it just wasn't happening. It just wasn't a feeling that I had. So I said, okay, I'm gonna let it go. When I lost my hair, I thought I had very long hair, and my husband said, do you want to go get a haircut? And as I started to lose it, I said, no, let me go through the process. And I just felt at peace with that situation, and I let it all fall out completely until I had a few strands. And I was okay with all of those situations where I thought I would break down more, where I would be more scared. I just wasn't. I said, you know what? You feel good in your mind and your heart, and just get through it. I don't have anger or resentment anymore. I just think about it as a memory, and I feel like God blessed me with that during that time, with that ability to move on, because what I went through was much bigger than those situations, and I was able to now be at peace. When we go through something that serious, and when other people around you don't understand, because people also see you, that you get up, you get dressed, you put on makeup, or you go to work, oh, you're all better now. People don't know that I wake up with joint pain, with pain in my chest because I'm still going through the reconstruction, and my medication makes me sick. I'm gonna go with my regular day and people think, oh, she's back to normal. It's her. It's not me. I try to make the best of it. I do appreciate when people close to me don't always ignore it and pretend like everything's okay when they say, you know, do you mind if I ask you a question? I say, not at all. Whatever you need to ask me. And that makes me feel better because they're acknowledging what I went through, which was almost a year of my life. I guess it's always important to know that people do care about your journey through it. It won't be that bad. You'll survive it, and you'll be a better person.